Okay, so I volunteer. Okay, I volunteer. I won't get paid for it. I want to be an announcer on this. The most important news, the thing that we all care about the most, is that there's going to be a fight between Joe Biden, the former vice president of the United States, in this corner, and in this corner, Donald J. McFace Trump. It's going to be so great. Okay, so here's how it all started. So Biden has been trying to outman Trump. Okay, Biden understands something a lot of other politicians don't. You can't actually just fly over the top of Trump. You can't say, I'll play the high road and he'll play the low road, and we'll be in Scotland before you. You can't actually do that with Trump. You actually have to get down in the mud with him. So Biden gets this, and so Biden speaks Trump's language. So they're sort of weird reverse mirror images of one another. It's like Bizarro Trump is Joe Biden, and Bizarro Biden is Trump. So it's very weird. So it starts off, clip 13, Joe Biden yesterday saying that he would have beaten up Trump in high school, which is a real weird thing to say.
When a guy who ended up becoming a national leader said, I can grab a woman anywhere and she likes it, and then said, I made a mistake. I didn't make a mistake. They asked me, would I like to debate this gentleman? I said, no. I said, we're in high school. I take you kind of the gym and beat the hell out of him.
High school, I beat the hell out of the president of the United States. Says, and then he continues this way.
The locker room was my whole life. I'm a pretty damn good athlete. Any guy who talked that way was usually the fattest, ugliest SOB in the room.
So Trump is a fat, ugly SOB, and the only people who talk like that are the biggest, fattest, ugliest SOBs in the room. Funny, because you're talking like that now, right now, Senator Biden, and so or Vice President Biden, and then Trump fires back. So here's what Trump tweets. It's just, come on, this is great stuff. This is great stuff. God, how can you not love this? Okay, here's what he tweets back this morning. It's so phenomenal. Crazy Joe Biden is trying to act like a tough guy. Actually, he is weak, both mentally and physically, and yet he threatens me for the second time with physical assault. He doesn't know me, but he would go down fast and hard, crying all the way. Don't threaten people, Joe. It's the best. Okay, so Joe Biden had threatened to beat Trump up actually several months ago, saying that if they got in a fight, he would take down Trump. And now you got the president of the United States. Imagine this. There's a very funny Twitter account that takes all of Trump's tweets and puts them in the format of presidential statements. Imagine the presidential statement, like you wake up from a coma, and this is what you see. And you're like, oh, Donald Trump is in a fight with, wait, Donald Trump's the president and he tweeted that? So yeah, that's the thing that happened. And I love it. I gotta say, I love it. Right? He is weak, both mentally and physically. And yet he threatens me for the second time with physical assault. He doesn't know me. He would go down fast and hard, crying all the way. Love it. Fast and hard, crying all the way. Yes. And actually, so they're now booking a fight. And the fight will be booked. And we actually have some training footage of what's been going on in the run-up to this massive fight.
Yeah, I do 1 million of these a day. So just give me 5.
Oh man, that's hilarious. It's Joe Biden pumping iron. He's on the phone. He's got like a dumbbell and he's pumping iron. Then it's Trump from WWE just knocking people over. Oh, it's so great. So I have volunteered. If they do this fight, first of all, there's no way this is bad for America. Okay, America's already toast when it comes to our vulgar political culture. We're done. Okay, Donald Trump is the president. Hillary ran. Joe Biden is an idiot. He's going to run. He may win in 2020. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I volunteer. Okay, I volunteer. I won't get paid for it. I want to be an announcer on this. Okay, I want to be the announcer on this. I tweeted out some of the things that I thought would happen. Some people tweeted back some lines. So not all of these lines that we're about to hear are my own, but I do want to announce this fight. I think it would sound something like this. Something like this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ruckus in the hospice, the brawl on Geritol, the melee over the Jell-O tray, the headlock on Matlock. This is a 12-round bout between 74-year-old Donald J. Trump and 78-year-old Joseph R. Biden, fought at the catchweight of 245 pounds. Biden has had to drink 4 Ensures per day to make weight. Bernie Sanders was invited, but there was not enough pudding in the world to ensure that he reached catch weight. Let's get ready to stumble. And here we go. Trump comes out jabbing insulin. Biden hits him with a hard left, and Trump is spitting dentures. Trump responds with a clap to Biden's cheek. He clapped on, and Biden clapped off. Biden's going to feel that in his walk-in bath tomorrow. Trump's out there looking a little bit fuzzy out there, as fuzzy as a tennis ball on his walker. And now they're both down on the mat. They're both down on the mat. They are both napping. Oh, and they're back up again, circling each other warily, looking for an opening. And boom! Trump just pulled the old reverse mortgage on Biden, and Biden is down. Biden is down. He's fallen, and he can't get up. He's punching his life alert button. Oh, my goodness, both of them now being carted off in wheelchairs. But to be honest, both of them were carted in wheelchairs. But still. So they would sound something like that. I mean, wouldn't that be great? Come on. Come on. This would be great for American politics. There's no way this goes wrong. Are things incredibly stupid? Yes, things are incredibly stupid, ladies and gentlemen.
One update now on the former Vice President Joe Biden. He wasn't willing to run against Trump in 2016, but now he says he'd be happy to face the president in the ring during an appearance at the University of Miami. Biden said he'd be able to beat up Trump. Watch.
When a guy who ended up becoming our national leader said, I can grab a woman anywhere and she likes it, and then said, I didn't make a mistake, but they asked me, would I like to debate this gentleman? And I said, no. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. I've been in a lot of locker rooms my whole life, a pretty damn good athlete. Any guy who talked that way was usually the fattest, ugliest SOB in the room.
He's a tough man, that Joe Biden. Ooh. Well, this morning, Trump tweeted this in response. Crazy Joe Biden is trying to act like a tough guy. Actually, he is weak, both mentally and physically, and yet he threatens me for the second time with physical assault. He doesn't know me, but he would go down fast and hard, crying all the way. Don't threaten people. Joe, the president tweeted that. Author and columnist Mark Stein, a connoisseur of pugilism, joins us tonight. So, Mark, your job is to call this fight. What do you say?
I think on balance, I probably give it to Trump, although Joe Biden is not to be underestimated. I understand that he swims naked in front of his female Secret Service agents most mornings, which is not something many 75-year-old men, other than Charlie Rose over at PBS, would be willing to do. So he's obviously fairly confident of his physique. I don't actually understand why he said, oh, if I was still in high school, I'd beat him up, because to my understanding of these things, Tucker, if you're defending a lady's honor isn't generally something one associates with high school. It's something one would do after high school as a grown man. So I'm actually in favor of physical violence between individuals. I'm in favor of dueling as an alternative. No, I'm being serious here. I've been in some stuck in some stupid libel suit in the District of Columbia for 6 years. I'd much rather have had pistols at dawn over that. And I think if these two wanted to have a sword fight, I would be in favor of the reintroduction of dueling. I'm in favor of chivalry. But what Joe Biden teaches us, I think, is if one is going to go in for male braggadocio, Trump is actually harder to do than most people think. It requires a lighter touch. And there's something rather heavy-handed about all his, I've been in more locker rooms, I've been around more guys, I'm in more around ugly, mean, ugly. So it requires that kind of male, take it from an effete foreigner, that kind of male butchness requires a lighter touch.
Well, especially when that's like the one thing that Trump is indisputably great. I mean, he's a Viking, so it's like you're not going to beat him at that. But since when is it okay for sensitive, evolved liberals like Joe Biden to all of a sudden be threatening to beat people up?
Well, I think this is what's fascinating. He's complaining about Trump because Trump, you can grab a woman by the whatever, and they all. And the alternative to that, as Joe Biden sees it, is I hate guys who like to grab women. I like to beat guys up who like to grab women. And I noticed that on the liberal websites and Salon and all those guys, they're all saying, "Oh gosh, why isn't there some beta male pajama boy around when you need one?" They're all actually anti-Biden for what he thinks of as his chivalrous act of beating up Donald Trump. So I think the liberals are actually hopelessly confused at all this.
The fact that you call it Salon just made my night, no matter what. I'm calling it that from now on.
I'm sorry about that. I've just given I've been in locker rooms, Tucker. Bring it on. I'll rip your lungs out. That's how gentlemanly I am.
The great Mark Stein. Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Tucker.
There is something of a playground spat going on tonight between two of our country's top political leaders. President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden are arguing over who could kick the other's backside. Given that Trump is 71 and Biden is 75, a pay-per-view cage match is probably out of the question. Correspondent Peter Ducey has reaction tonight.
It's like the WWE has taken over D.C. Round 1, Tuesday in Miami.
We were in high school, I take you out of the gym and beat the hell out of them.
Round 2, today on Twitter, President Trump punched back. Crazy Joe Biden is trying to act like a tough guy. Actually, he is weak, both mentally and physically, and yet he threatens me for the second time with physical assault. He doesn't know me, but he would go down fast and hard, crying all the way. Don't threaten people, Joe. This is the closest we've come to seeing politicians in boxing gloves since Mitt Romney did it.
He's got the champ against the ropes.
But that was for charity. This is... Liberal writers are steamed at Biden. One headline in Salon, "Hey Joe Biden, your macho fantasies about a Trump beatdown don't help women." There's also a Washington Post article titled, "Joe Biden and the Case Against Toxic Masculinity."
I do 1 million of these a day.
If Biden did go to the mat with President Trump, he may have a speed advantage. As for Trump, we've seen his swing, just not in a ring. Although his body slamming has been well documented. It's tough to handicap a Trump-Biden bout, so we asked a longtime friend of the late Muhammad Ali, Senator Orrin Hatch, for help.
I feel bad for Biden. He'd be flattened right there in the fight.
I'm a counterpuncher. They go after me, I go after them.
Liberal lawmakers doubt the bout would turn heads.
I had two old crotchety uncles that used to act like that at family dinners, calling each other names, so I just think it's another example of that, I guess.
And Republican senators say this would be far from the Thrilla in Manila.
I don't think that's going to be a big audience on pay-per-view.
That's because, as it turns out, Trump v. Biden may just be the undercard.
I'll say this. I think Melania could take them both.
Can you imagine if we picked a president based on who could beat up whom? It sounds pretty barbaric, but on the plus side, it's a lot harder to hack a boxing ring than a ballot box. Chris?
Peter Ducey reporting from ringside and having